Introduction to the appreciation. Appreciation of the poem, Small Towns and the River. Name of the poem: Small Towns and the River. About the poet. Written by Mamang Dai, a writer from Northeast India. About the poem. The poet also laments the destruction of that nature to make way for the lifeless small towns along the river. The theme of the poem. The poet begins by narrating the flip side of small towns situated amidst trees, which remind her of death with their flying dust and howling wind. She treats life and death as transient, but the nature and rituals is permanent. The river has a predominant presence in her poem. It is depicted as the one alongside which lie numerous small towns, the one with a soul, the one which knows, the one which brings grief to inhabitants of the towns in summer, and the one which knows about the immortality of its water. She speaks of life during childhood, full of happiness, transitioning into the later life of anxiety, as symbolized by the growth of the small towns by the river. Poetic style. The poem consists 7 stanzas of unequal length and is written in free verse. Rhyme scheme. No rhyme scheme because of free verse. Language or style. The lines are short and the verses are lucid. The poetic devices used in the poem. The poet has used poetic devices like alliteration, antithesis, inversion, metaphor, onomatopoeia, personification, repetition, simile, and transferred epithet to beautify the poem. The extensive use of personification can be seen in the animate or human qualities attributed to the river. The river has a soul, it holds its breath, and the river knows. Special features. The traditional belief that the souls of the dead dwell in the nature, and rise with the sun, the cold bamboo that springs back with the sunlight, and the significance of the same in the life, form imagery in the poem. The depiction of the towns during the summer and winter seasons adds to the visual imagery of the poem. The elaborate descriptions of the river as a living entity also make for the special feature of imagery used by the poet. Message, values, morals in the poem. The main message of the poem is the conveying of the poet's mixed, almost antithetical, feelings about nature and the small towns which lie by the river. While the poet employs nature to imply positivity, she looks upon the small towns as symbol of death, since they have grown at the cost of nature. Your opinion about the poem. Overall, the poem is an interesting read and I like it for its curious mix of the positive and the negative aspects. Good luck for the boards.